Fast dopamine is a drug that's available and it's among us. It's not illegal, but it's just as insidious as the most dangerous substances. Dopamine was once a reward for great achievements: hunting, building, discovery, traveling, creativity, love. Every victory was given with effort, every joy had a price, and now, a click, a swipe, a like, and there it is, the artificial high. No exploits, no struggle, just a momentary illusion of pleasure. But you have to pay for it too, and at a price. Social media is a legal dope for the lazy brain. You open up TikTok or Reels and there they are, short videos that hit the dopamine like a tank. Your brain doesn't have time to tire because every 10 seconds there's a new batch, but the more often you do it, the worse it gets. You lose your ability to concentrate. Long texts or films seem like torture. You become dependent on approval, likes, comments, views. Real life seems boring because it doesn't have the same constant drive, and the worst part is you don't even notice how it changes you. Sugary foods? It's a body trap. Sugar is a killer. You eat a chocolate bar, you get a real dopamine rush, but an hour later you want it again because your brain's used to easy gratification. What happens in the long run? Energy surges. Sugar gives you a spike and then a crash. Sensitivity to pleasure decreases. Ordinary food seems bland. Overweight, skin problems, fatigue, but you keep going because you need to please yourself. How does this kill you stone by stone? It's simple. Your brain is rewiring itself. It no longer wants to work for complex pleasures, sports, learning, deep relationships. It chooses the easy path. You stop reading books because it's too long. You can't go without your phone for even an hour. You're constantly looking for something to please yourself, but afterwards you're left with nothing but a feeling of emptiness. And most importantly, you think you're in control. But in reality, it's an addiction that eats you up piece by piece. You're not in control, you are. But that's understandable. I think you already knew that, right? But how does pleasure in general turn you into a wimp? Time with a girl isn't always a good thing. You think you're spending time with a girl, but you're really just killing it. Instead of heart-to-heart talks, joint plans, or real passion, you watch soap operas because it's easier than talking about anything important. Flip through your feed in silence because your brain is more comfortable in the digital world than the real world. You do intimacy on automatic because there is no deep attachment. What if you have to feel something? Bottom line, relationships turn into convenient rituals that give you dopamine but don't give you a real connection. And when problems arise, you're not ready to solve them. It's easier to replace the girl with a new one to get the thrill of first dates again. Socializing with friends, love empty conversations instead of real support. Friends used to help you survive. Nowadays, friendship is forwarding memes to each other instead of talking about real problems, meeting up to hang out on phones or discuss gossip, maintaining the illusion that you're having a cool hangout when really you're just killing time. You don't get stronger from these conversations. You don't get advice that will help you grow. You're just wasting energy on nothing and then wondering why there are no real men's fraternities in life. Thoughts of success? Ditto. You watch motivational videos, read posts about success, imagine being rich and awesome, and you get dopamine, but it's a deception. Real success requires pain, training, failure, discipline, time, years of work. Not 1 month and I'm a millionaire. Denial of momentary pleasures. But your brain is already used to the easy dopamine. Why work hard when you can just dream and get the same high? You end up spending years preparing for success, but never taking the first step. The main trap is that you stop struggling. Why? Because you could. Browse Instagram instead of going out to meet real girls. Order fast food instead of cooking a healthy meal. Scroll through your feed instead of reading a book. You take the path of least resistance and you get weaker each time. You lose respect for yourself. Deep down inside, you know you're going after your weaknesses. You lose your dreams. They take effort and you're used to the easy high. You don't notice how you get irritable because your brain needs more dopamine. You're alone because real people are leaving those who live in illusions. And the strangest thing, you convince yourself that everything is normal, but it's not okay. It's a slow death. It's a life of slop. How to fight dopamine addiction? The main rule is not to forbid, but to replace. The brain does not tolerate abrupt restrictions. It will sabotage. Instead, you need to redirect it to healthy sources of pleasure. 1. Gradually reduce the dose. Don't try to delete social media or give up sweets right away. Start small. 10 minutes on TikTok instead of an hour. 1 dessert a day instead of 3. Small steps reduce resistance. 2. Implement dopamine fasting. Carve out 1 to 2 days a week without quick pleasures. No social media. Natural foods only. No films or shows. This resets the reward system. 3. Engage mindfulness. Before reaching for your phone or a sweet, ask yourself, do I really want this? or is it just a habit? Often this question is enough to make you stop. If not, you've got a damn weak willpower. 4. Replace empty pleasures with challenging ones. Sports, adrenaline plus endorphins. Learning, the high of progress. Live socializing, a real emotional boost. Yes, it will be hard at first, but then your brain will rewire itself. Bottom line, addiction isn't broken by force, it's displaced. The more often you choose conscious pleasures, the weaker the old habits become.